Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome, and thank you to Connor and Engage for hosting us today. And thank you for joining us. Today, our topic for meditation is mastering your karma and destiny. But before we start, let's make sure we've turned off our cell phones and our watches, just in case they should beep while we're meditating and cause us to leap from our seats. So, karma and destiny. If you believe in the laws of physics, the law of cause and effect, the law of action and reaction, or the rule as you sow, so shall you reap, then you believe in karma and destiny. Noni and I are amply qualified to discuss karma. Because you could say that we are the Forrest Gumps of karma. We've been there for all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Karma is actually an ancient Sanskrit word for, uh-oh, here it comes. Karma really means action. And it's also used to describe the fruits or the consequences of our actions. Since when we choose an action, we choose the consequence as well. And if every action has a consequence, then our destiny is made up of those consequences, the fruits of our actions. It is debatable whether we carry the karmas of thousands of past lives, as 1 out of every 3 people on earth believe, or just this life. But in either case, we make our own karma and we make our own destiny. Meditation master Thich Nhat Hanh describes karma as the seeds that we plant in our minds that will bear fruit as suffering or happiness. He goes on to say, if you want to know your past karma, look at the state of your life right now. And if you want to know your future karma, look at the state of your mind right now. End quote. The mind is the wheel that turns our destiny. All words and all deeds begin with our thoughts. If you master your thinking, you will master your destiny. So how do we create karma? And how does that turn into our destiny? For humans, action happens in 3 ways: thinking, speaking, and doing. And these 3 are the 3 gateways of karma: thought, words, and deeds. Every thought, every word, and every deed can create consequences, good or bad. And the sum total of those consequences becomes our destiny. So if you think uplifting thoughts and speak kind and true words and perform selfless actions, then no new bad karma will come to you. Sounds easy. So how do we purify our thoughts, our words, and our deeds? We purify them, say the sages of yoga, through the practices of meditation, contemplation, and mindfulness. When we meditate, we get in touch with the witness, a capital S self, that part of our consciousness that is always aware, always awake, always watching. And when we're in touch with that part of ourselves, we can begin to put space between our thoughts. The thoughts calm down. And in that spaciousness, we can observe our own mind and develop insight. With the practices of meditation, mindfulness, and contemplation, we can begin to observe our thoughts as they arise while they're bubbling up, and we can nudge them in a direction of good. We can watch our speaking while we are speaking by observing our speech as we form it. Then we can stop unhelpful and harmful words from leaving our mouths. And that stops all negative consequences of such words. And finally, we can watch what we are doing while we are doing it. As we act, we can mindfully observe the deed and, more importantly, the intent behind it. And then perform only actions that are in alignment with our core values. Mindfulness of these three gateways, thinking, speaking, and doing, is a path to freedom from creating more suffering from bad karma. This mindfulness technique is much easier than you may think. Just watch yourself as if from above. Watch your thoughts. Use mindful breathing. Slow down the thoughts with meditation and identify as often as possible with the witness, the one behind your thoughts. If you place the witness as the gatekeeper of the three doors of karma, thinking, speaking, and doing, you will become free. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. And the more happy and free you become. You'll be free of fear, regret, envy. You'll be free of greed, anger, pride, and the suffering caused by all of those. Today's meditation is a little bit different from our usual one. Usually, we observe that thoughts come and go while we're meditating, and we do not pay attention to them. We let them subside. In our meditation today, we will examine our thoughts as they arise. Now, Noni will lead us in a dharana, or a guided meditation.
So please try to stay with me, awake, aware, because often during dharanas, we kind of go out somewhere. We're still with it, but we're kind of out enjoying the meditative space. So try and stay with me. First, let's take a steady, upright posture. Place your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Allow your spine to lengthen upward. Open your shoulders. Allow them to broaden. Don't force anything. Nothing's supposed to hurt while you're sitting for meditation. Allow the muscles in your neck and your shoulders to release any tension. Release all the tension in your body. Just relax. Then smile. A nice, big, beautiful smile. Go ahead, you can do it. A nice, big, beautiful smile. And this will help relax all the tightness in your face, and it will make you look so much younger. Let your jaw and your face muscles relax completely. Place your thumbs and your forefingers together in what's called chin mudra, and then palms down, place them on your thighs. You can close your eyes if you haven't done so already, and let your eyes soften. Then take in a nice deep breath and slowly release it. Take another long breath in and fully release that breath. And then one last deep breath in and breathe out long. And then you can return to your regular rate of breathing. Now bring your attention to your mind. As Tess was mentioning, your mind is the abode of the witness, the knower of all things that go on, the self with a capital S. This witness, this knower of all, the observer, yourself, is always awake and always aware of everything. The self, yourself, is the light of pure consciousness. It illumines your mind and your world. You carry this light of pure consciousness within you, and at some point, you may see it in meditation. As you breathe in, silently repeat hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And then repeat after me this translation of Hamsa. I am that essence which is pure consciousness. I am that essence which is the scintillating light of awareness. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Today, let's invite our awareness to watch as if from above all of the thoughts that enter our minds. Since all words and deeds begin as thoughts, it's very important that we observe our thoughts as they arise. So let's observe the nature of the thoughts that enter our minds. Just watch what thought comes into your mind. Watch it go. Watch another thought that comes in. Watch it go. Just watch. Then ask yourself, are my thoughts uplifting? Are my thoughts positive? Do my thoughts wish me and all other living things happiness? Just watch. Ask yourself, are my thoughts negative? Are my thoughts unhelpful? Are my thoughts judgmental? Just watch. Hum when you're in breath. Sa when you're out breath. Silently say to yourself, I observe my thoughts as they are forming. I choose to lead my mind in the direction of uplifting and helpful thoughts. Hum on the in-breath, sa the out-breath. Again, silently repeat after me. I observe my words while I form them. I choose to use words that are positive, helpful, and kind. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Again, silently repeat after me. I observe my actions, my deeds, before I perform them and while I'm performing them. And if I don't catch them then, I watch them after I've performed them. I tell my mind I choose to perform actions that are helpful, uplifting, and kind. Say to your mind again silently, I wish to choose actions and perform actions that are helpful, uplifting, and kind. Hum the breath, sa on the out breath. And now say to your mind, I wish to choose words and deeds that will bear the fruit of happiness. And since we all wish to be happy, let's say that one in our minds again. I wish to choose thoughts, words, and deeds that will bear the fruit of happiness. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. May my thoughts, words, and actions bring happiness to all people, to all living things, and to our Mother Earth. May my choices of thoughts, words, and deeds free me from suffering. May my choices of thoughts, words, and deeds free me from suffering. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Repeat to yourself silently, I am the master of my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. Therefore, I am the master of my karma and my destiny. I am the master of my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. Therefore, I am the master of my karma and my destiny. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And you can continue in this way. We'll be meditating in just a minute. Hum on the in-breath, sa on your out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And now we'll meditate. Very good. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out slowly. Bring your awareness back to the room. Welcome back. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Always remember to come out of meditation slowly. And then when you're fully present, always shake out your feet and your toes and your ankles and your legs, because we don't want any of you falling either when you're with us or while you're meditating at home. So now it's your turn. Did anyone have an experience that they'd like to share? Or do you have any questions that you might like to ask us? It's your chance to try and stump us.
Make us do research.
Yes, make us do research.
We love to.
So don't be bashful. We learn from each other's questions and experiences. So if you have a question or something you'd like to share, now is the time. Well, I would just like to add one thing that has helped me, and Tess does it too. We try to have an affirmation, and we hold it in our minds and in our hearts. And we find that by repeating this affirmation during the day, it helps to train our minds. We had an in-person meditation a week ago, and I was likening the training of the mind to training a brand new puppy. We love our brand new puppy. We forgive it if it makes mistakes or if it runs amok. But we also want it to learn how to do certain things. And so the affirmations that we use are our efforts to train our minds to be calm, to be peaceful, to be serene, to be loving, to be kind, any of the beautiful virtues. This tends to have us be quite happy during the day and in the evening, and it helps us to be content with whatever is. So that's my 2 cents worth of things I found while I meditate. Do you have anything you'd like to share, Tess?
Offhand? You know? Although, I must say, whatever we think about has great power,
Yes.
right? Our thoughts have tremendous power. I mean, look at everything that humans have created in this world, all because it started with our thoughts. Right? So we create our world with our thoughts. We create our world with what we choose to think. So if we choose to think the highest of ourselves and each other, we'll be happy.
Anybody else? Well, if not, I invite you to come and join us again in a month. Our next class is going to be on Monday, August 11 at 1 p.m. right here on Zoom. The title of the class is Overcoming Obstacles to Meditation. Sounds boring, but I can promise you there's a great story, a wonderful parable that we're going to share, and it will help us in our meditation journey. So don't let the topic scare you off.
Hey, if they can handle karma and destiny,
They can handle most anything.
they can handle anything.
So So we invite you to please join us on August 11th
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock. And we thank you for joining us today for this class. Remember, you can come to the Zoom site, which is called,
Oh, no.
please help me.
The recorded classes get posted
Yes.
on the YouTube channel for Engage Therapy and Wellness. So if you want to catch up on any of the past meditations that we've done and have been posted, you're welcome to go to the YouTube channel for Engage Therapy and Wellness and catch them all.
Yes. So thank you again for joining us today.
Yes.
And thank you for meditating every day as much as you can. You not only make yourself happier, you make the world around you a better place.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Connor. Thank
Yes.
you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.